Well, friends, here it is, part three of my tribute of my vinyl collection, and that is for the Quake, KQAK FM in the Bay Area. And it is three stacks and three different videos of all the records that I remember hearing on that wonderful radio station. And I'm outside in my studio. This is outside, so you might hear some outside noise. Otherwise, we've gone through so much already. The first two videos, and now this is part three. So I want to thank everybody who does watch my channel, watches all my videos of my records. There's just been so much to go through, and it's been a real joy showing these to you. I still have a long ways to go. Have some other videos to do of my Italo disco colored vinyl, and then I'm going to be moving into electro and breakdance stuff, and I got all this behind me to do. So if you like what you see in my videos, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I will get future projects sent out to you by way of notifications. And also hit the like button. It helps build up the channel and supports it. And also, most of all, I'd like to hear from you in the comments. Tell me what you think of all these records, and if any of them were your favorites, and also how you found this radio station. And I think it didn't last any longer than, what, 85, maybe 86? I don't remember. There was another radio station similar that I was listening to also in about 1986. But this one is for KQAK. So let's go ahead and get into the records. This is part three, and we are here to see the wax, right? So, ska band, Madness, and they did that song One Step Beyond. Great song with the saxophone, fast ska song. But this one here is known by so many, Our House in the Middle of the Street. Our House. Mother wears her Sunday dress. And nice cover, though. This one's on mint. It is in mint condition here. I got this off of Discogs. I get all my stuff off Discogs, mostly. Oh, and I never noticed the price tag. If you've seen my other videos, you will know that I really don't want to have any records that have DJs' labels on them, BPMs and their names. I really don't care. I think we made a mess of our records doing that, but I love the original price tags, because what is that? What does that say? Musicland. Remember that store? $4.79 for a single, and it's in perfect condition. So this isn't a repress, obviously, and it's still in the shrink Musicland. Our House, Madness. We'll shoot it in the right direction, making it your intention. You gotta hit me with those laser beams. Well, what were they talking about in that song when they say, relax, don't do it when you want to go to it? And I think he says, relax, don't do it when you want to sock it to it. That was a term back in the 60s. We don't know. I just know, and I read that this song was banned on radio stations. I think it was in England, it was banned. And there are two videos. There's one that is a full-on leather club, and I think it's Paul Rutherford from the band that's standing outside with his notable mustache and his leather hat. He's standing outside the club. And then there's another video where it's a live version, supposed to be looking like a live version, but this is relax, don't do it when you want to suck to it. Something like that. I don't know. Great song, though. I never hear this song anywhere other than when I heard it on the Quake. Remember this one here? Look closely. It's Figures on the Beach. Oh, oh, breathless. A little bit of guitar work in this, but it's got synth drums, pretty much a drum machine all the way through it. Breathless. I thought they were saying reckless when I first heard it on the Quake. These guys are coming to, I think, San Francisco in November. I was thinking about going to see them because I love everything they do, from The Night You Murdered Love, All of My Heart, and then we got here, well, you've also got The Look of Love, Be Near Me, How to Be a Zillionaire, You Catching On, What Is It? Martin Fry, I don't remember the other guy's name. Shoot that poison arrow through my heart. What a voice he has. Shoot that poison arrow. These guys pretty much, to me, define what the 80s should sound like as far as new wave. Not so much synth pop. I think these guys were more new wave. Though they did have some synth work, especially in Be Near Me. But This is probably about, I guess it's at 83 if I remember. Yeah, 1983, wow. This is one music was so good. Stephen Tintin Duffy, Blamage, in ABC here. Sorry about the dog sounds in the background, ignore it. There's Huskies. Altered Images, I Could Be Happy, I Could Be Happy. That's this one right here. Altered Images. Don't they also do that song, Happy Birthday, Happy Birthday? Was that Altered Images? I don't remember. Maybe, I don't know. But this one here, I like this one. Cute song, I Could Be Happy. Similar to Human League, their sound was this group here. Yes, Animotion, You're My Obsession, You're My Obsession. The synth work in this almost sounds similar to something Giorgio Moroder would have done, the producer of Donna Summer. It's just got that sequence, choppy loop all the way through it, and a hard-hitting snare, just that tight, hard-hitting snare. You're My Obsession, You're My Obsession. Also in The Wedding Singer, in the kitchen scene of the wedding, when the chef flips the dial and you're hearing, Don't Turn Around, uh-oh, the commissar's in town. Remember the song here? By After the Fire. Great drums, great guitar on this. What a great sound all the way through. And he's kind of rapping a little bit. It's just rhyming words. It sounds like he says rapping here, rapping there. And it's After the Fire. De Commissar. I couldn't get into Falco's version. I don't know. The only one I really like from Falco is Auf der Flucht, which is, I think, German for On the Run. That's a great song. The whole thing is in German. But I love this one here. Don't turn around. Uh-oh. I heard that on the Quake. I was glued. It was one of those records where I haven't heard it anywhere else. Didn't even know it was out. Flipped it on the dial, heard it. Hit the pause again on the record. Where are those cassettes today where we would like to hear them? Some of them are on YouTube. It is the live recording, the broadcast of the Quake. And I don't recall ever hearing too many commercials. I think some of them were commercial free. So one label that was amazing back in the 80s, it is Sire Records. They had so many people sign up on that label. But you gotta love this one here. Oh. It's got a girl laughing, not really giggling, but laughing in the background. Sounds like she's almost spinning in a circle on a merry-go-round. I don't know. And then the piano comes in, and then that bass line, that up and down bass line real fast. And I tried to get through, and I tried to talk to you, but there's something stopping me from getting through, something like that. Nowhere Girl by B-Movie, the long version. The short version's all right, but you got to get the long version. This cover here, Bow Wow Wow, is taken from a painting from a couple centuries ago, I believe, where they, sorry about the glare, I love these plastic sleeves, but this is Bow Wow Wow, and I know a guy who's tough and sweet, he's so fine he can't be beat, and this is I Want Candy. Next one here, Bananarama, really saying something, bop bop shooby doo wop. Look at these beauties though with their hair. And they're just so pretty to watch on the video for Venus. You want to see these girls jumping up and down and shaking those hips of theirs. Wow. Yeah, they're pretty girls. Bananarama. I mentioned another video that kind of reminded me a lot of how Nick Rhodes looked. Very similar of Duran Duran. So, all right. When this guy came out, boy, did he pull it off. The look he had and the sound in his voice. My favorite from this band is probably Time, Clock of My Heart, Clock of the Heart. Time won't give me time, and time makes lovers feel like we got something real. That's not this. This one is this one, which was also featured on The Wedding Singer. At the wedding, when the member of Adam Sandler's band was doing his version, he got yelled at. One of my favorite scenes. Culture Club. Do you really want to hurt me? And later on in this song, do you really want to make me cry? And then the word cry gets echoed. Cry, 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 cry. It's really neat. And it's the long version. And here, look at him. Look at this guy. He is now, he's obviously still around, but he's wearing these different types of hats with a goatee beard, and went on to doing trance mixes as a trance DJ, progressive house DJ. Gotta love The Cure. I mean, does anyone sound like um, Robert Smith? I'm drawing a blank. Here we go. You know when you get a record off of Discogs, especially got the promo stamp. I hate those. I don't really care, but hey, sometimes they're just very rare. Whatever. So it's obviously a promo. Not really into promos, but I got it. The Cure, Let's Go to Bed. It's on their greatest recordings, greatest songs, Standing on a Beach. But when you listen to this here and you hear that clapping sound and it, let me take your hand, I'm shaking like milk, whatever that means. The Clash, Rock the Casbah, Rock the Casbah. I think these guys were sort of supposed to be a punk band. Were they a punk band? I don't know. Maybe post-punk. I don't remember. They got that other song, Should I Stay or Should I Go? I like this one more. It has such an interesting sound to it with the piano and the guitar. And so you got this, I don't remember what he's saying. Sherry, you won't like it. Sure you don't like it. I don't know. Rock the Casbah. Never paid attention to the actual lyrics. It's one of those where you sing along, but you don't know what you're saying. Great song, though. So in high school, we had this guy who had turntables and a mixer. They were belt-driven turntables and a mixer from Radio Shack, which was, I think, tandem equipment. Guy had a DJ set up in high school, up in the quad, up on the concrete bleachers, sort of, the upper level. That was great. If you had a guy in high school that had a DJ setup who can afford it, 2 turntables, and he's spinning records, that was everything. That was everything that we wanted, some of us. We just couldn't afford this on a $5 allowance for mowing lawns. At least I couldn't. So I wanted to know what this record was he was playing. And it has the girl saying, look, look. It's also got some background snippets from a horror film. And the beat of this has a reverb to it, similar to Planet Rock by Soul Sonic Force and Africa Bambaataa. Well, what am I talking about here? It's David Van Tighem. Where are we? Yeah, These Things Happen. The first sound of it, the chugging of these beats, similar to Planet Rock and Kraftwerk. I haven't heard this record anywhere else. But where? The Quake. I heard it on the Quake, and I had to go out and get it. Other than that, I had heard it in high school, also from that DJ. But Quake was the only one to play it on the radio. I heard it first from that guy from high school, and then I heard it only on the Quake. These interesting guys here, and the video too, the sounds they have of their synthesizers, all kinds of sounds in it. And you can see it in the background here. This is best played very loud. Even Ozen. And it is A-E-I-O-U, sometimes Y. They are using a voice signal distorter. You can go up on it, you can go down. That's what Kraftwerk was very popular for, is speaking into microphones and vocoders and changing the sounds. Where this record here, do you remember? So I was feeling kind of cavalier. So I said, call me if you want to. Call me if you want to. So she rang me up. She says, hey, you want to go out? Do I want to go out? And then A-E-I-O-U, sometimes Y. There's a part in the song, too, where the haunting strings come in. And this dude is coming out of the classroom and staring into the camera. Really kind of creepy, but really good. Nothing wrong with creepy, dark, bizarre, strange, and experimental. Okay, this girl has got a golden voice, especially in this song here when she sings that falsetto. But when we saw her on MTV, we were thinking, my family was, who is this with the orange hair? We've heard the song a billion times, maybe a bazillion times, but it never gets old. That hit of that drum, and then the synthesizer sounds, I guess, are supposed to sound like a cello. And what a catchy rhythm David Ball, I think his name is. David Ball and Annie Lennox. I got that right? Maybe David Ball is of Soft Cell. I think I got them wrong. But Annie Lennox, I don't remember his name. I think David Ball is Soft Cell. Anyway, great song. And then they came out with this one. Love is a Stranger, also from Eurythmics. Oh, what a beautiful voice she has in this one, too. Play those two songs together. That, and also Here Comes the Rain Again. Annie Lennox, what a golden voice. Okay, now this band, I thought it was Oingo Boingo. It sounds like the singer of Oingo Boingo. Drawing a blank of what his name is. But it's XTC here. Senses working overtime. I'm sorry, it sounds like Oingo Boingo. But it's XTC. They did another song called Dear God. I'm sure there's more, but this is the one that I really liked when I was listening to the Quake. Danny Elfman. I knew it would come to me. Danny Elfman of Oingo Boingo. Out on the streets there was violence and then lots of work to be done. We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue and then we'll take it higher. You can play this at any party and it's a floor filler. I can't quite make out what's on the cover. Is that his teeth and his mouth open? The rest of them, I just can't make it out. The picture is so distorted. I can tell his braids right here. This was another great song on MTV. When this came on, you knew it was a great time. What a band this was here. The singer of the B-52s had a song called Monster, and he says, there's a monster in my pants, and he does a tiny dance. And the girls say, oh, monster. Well, they had this album here that had Planet Claire, and also my favorite is Rock Lobster. I just wish they made music like this still. It was so happy. You can play this even at the beach. Are there bands ever like this anymore? Will there ever be? I don't know. I think this was it. And look at them right there. Really got to look at that 60s look, the early 60s to mid 60s. But this album had Planet Claire on it. I don't remember what else, but it had Rock Lobster. That's the 12-inch single there. You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar when I met you. We all know this song, right? And I think this is him on the cover. Philip Oakley. And then the girls in the video have these fur coats on. The Rolls Royce pulls up. I think it's a Rolls. And you're hearing that dum dum da dum 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 dum, and thinking, oh, this is MTV, place to go, to hear that riff of that bass line. But he tells a story where he's helping her out, and she says, hey, I would have made it either with or without you. The fine times we have had have been such good times. I still love you. And then my last record here. Anybody know what this is? If you were shopping in a record store and were wondering what this is, you could never make it out. It is Factory Records. It's probably their 93rd release, I guess. I don't know. Factory Records, Manchester, England. Well, produced by Arthur Baker. He also helped them with Thieves Like Us. It's in the Molly Ringwald. Pretty in Pink. Fantastic song, Thieves Like Us. Arthur Baker even helped out with World Destruction with John Lydon. And he helped out with New Order. Helped out with Blue Monday. And this electro track. And this is Confusion. You just won't believe me when I tell you what you cannot see. And I think this was somewhere around Power, Corruption, and Lies. Maybe before it. But Confusion by New Order. So friends, thank you for watching my videos. That is part 3. I just made all 3 of them tonight. That's why I'm still wearing the Eraserhead shirt. Maybe I'll go watch that movie sometime and see if I'm not shivering afterward, because it's so bizarre and nightmarish. But thank you for watching my tribute to the Quake, KQAK FM Bay Area. And again, if you like what I'm showing to you, I've got 13 other videos, A through Z, all behind the camera here, of all my new wave and synth pop, everything else from the 80s that I own, from Adamant, Adamotion, Aha, all the way down. New Order, Depeche Mode. Well, look at a flock of seagulls. Then you also got, what do we got here? Kraftwerk, Erasure, Dead or Alive. There's a ton of stuff in there. So check out my channels. 13 videos of all that, and then there are 9 videos of all my Duran Duran. So there's a ton to look through. Go ahead and check out my channel if you want to. And I thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on the next video I make. Cheers.